Hi there, I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jana. So today I have my update for the Pan That Palette theme, or this year's theme is actually the Old Faithful palette, theme. It was submitted by Lee Golder, and we have to work on our, let's say, most favorite, most worked on palette. You know, it doesn't have to be the oldest, but still one of the palettes that you had for a long time in your collection. And in my case, I brought in the shadow box from Urban Decay, and I was about to drop it. I'm also working on another palette, and that's for the theme Better Together, created by Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. So, and I have also one face palette that I'm working just for fun. Let's get started now. As I said, I have this box or shadow box eyeshadow palette. I had it already, I think 1 year, 2 years ago, maybe in the Pan That Palette project pan, but I have not done big damage. You know, I had 3 or 4 pans, but not all. So I'm just going to open it up and let's have a look at it. You might see some changes already. I have to be careful actually because, yeah. So I had already a pan here, but you can see definitely here in Bordello the pan got bigger, definitely for sure. That's one of the main shades that I'm using on my eyelids. And I'm also using here the Baked Cowboy, and you can see Baked Cowboy, you can see it from the side as well as from the top. I hit, you know, the walls or the edges of the pan, so I'm quite happy about that. I have not completed it actually, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but I have to say, because when you saw my last update, I actually came back from my longer holidays or longer stay abroad, and I immediately felt sick because the temperature difference was quite uh, too much for my body. Let's say from 30 degrees Celsius to 3 degrees or even minus degrees it was too much. So I was sick for a couple of days actually, and I could not use any makeup, or didn't feel like using makeup. I was working from home and I was just trying to catch up with work. So it was really a big mess for me. So but I'm quite happy about it. So yeah, as I said, I started actually to, you know, to use this of course, and this, you know, so both of those are my main eyeshadows that I use mostly on my lids. And I also used this little guy one time. I also used this little guy one time, I think, you know, in February. And I'm starting to use the black actually, that's called blackout. I'm just, you know, smudging out my eyeliner, and then I make also a wing with the eyeshadow, with the black eyeshadow. So that's one thing. So yeah, I'm hoping I will finish one of these shadows soon, this one or this one. February was, of course, as you know, a short month. Maybe, you know, having 3 days more will make a difference. I am not sure about it, but definitely, you know, make the pan in this little guy bigger, as well as in this guy, finish at least half of it, or, you know, I have only the bottom part left would be great. Yeah, and this little guy here, Sin, I think it's a very popular shade in other eyeshadows as well from Urban Decay. I'm using it as a brow bow highlight, and yeah, I hope also that I will have a much bigger pan to show you the next time. So that's for the Old Faithful palette part. Now let's go to the Better Together. So I picked for the Better Together this little guy. This is the Forever Dynamic Animal Ego palette. It's just a small palette that Urban Decay started to, you know, Urban Decay I say, Makeup Revolution to publish or to launch. You know, when they have of course a bigger metal tin palettes, and they have also some corresponding little palettes that they have. So I bought this little guy because I liked actually the color story, but um, you know, Makeup Revolution, the price point is, how can I say, not to be beaten. Here, have a look at this little guy here, and do you see what I see? So maybe I can hold it also from the side. I'm not sure if you can see it actually. Yeah, now if I hold it like this, you will see it better. Yeah, so let's go over this one. As I said in the last video, I'm using actually this main quad, so to say, and you can see the brown, the, you know, this brown here. They don't have any names, the eyeshadows here in this palette, so the pan got bigger. And I had on top of this little guy here, this is just a shade that I used to blend out or to set my eyeshadow primer. I had repressed on top of it, just repressed, you know, another eyeshadow, but that one is almost gone, just a little bit here left, you know, on the plastic packaging, but and a little bit here on the top, maybe you can see it or not, but I will also post pictures on my community tab. You will have them as well, so you can see always the progress. Yeah, that's those are the biggest surprises, let's say, you know, just that the pans are getting bigger. And as you can see, if I hold my pen like this, or the eyeshadow palette like this, you see the dip in the darker shade is getting bigger and bigger. I'm just using it to darken my outer V, and this little guy I'm using as a kind of, you know, all over the shade, all over the lid color. So yeah, quite happy about it. These are, of course, right now only, I would say, yes, only matte shadows that I'm working on. Here on this side, of course, you have two more shimmery shades. I'm not working on that, and mattes usually take more time to work on, but I'm not setting myself any kind of goals or so. I just want to, you know, make the pans bigger, let's say, you know, it's if possible, make them bigger and work, you know, have a little bit more progress. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I'm going to try to hit that edge or that edge. Not sure if it's doable or not. So that's why no goal set at the end of March. So what else? Let me show you then the face palette. I have a mirror here. I have to be careful with that one. So this is from the Sleek face Foam Contouring and Blush Palette Light 373. So again, the light is not good today, but maybe because I didn't turn on the, what is it, the additional lights. How can I show it to you? Now you see it better. Okay. Again, I'm using this shade here as a bronzer shade, and you can see I'm just using actually my brush next to the hard pen. I have not started actually to work on the hard pen because you need to scratch it off and then kind of repress it again. And I believe hard pen usually happens when you are going in with a moist or wet brush. Let's say you have not set your foundation yet, and then you have, you start to touch, you know, with your brush, for example, this product, as well as, you know, go over your face again, and you do it several times. This product itself, you know, absorbs the moisture and it hardens. So that's why, yeah, if you can avoid that, but I have not done it myself, so you see, but still, yeah, if I hold it like this, you will see better. Now, you see also here, I actually used the highlighter quite a bit. I was using it on my cheekbones and so on, and I was also using it as a brow bone highlighter, but then I started to use Sin actually out of the palette as a brow bone highlighter, so I'm not using it right now at this moment. The blush, not sure if you can see, yes, there are some disturbances as well on this blush. It looks funny in a sense, like it looks like it has some golden you know, particles in it, but when I, yeah, you know, peachy, golden peachy particles, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but when I look at my hand, it definitely has some shift, you know, so peachy golden shades to it. It's a beautiful color, but it's not, I'm not sure if it's actually available as a single or not. So anyway, that was my little update for the Pan That Palette project pen. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.